Hey guys, this is Lisa Church. Did you know that you can enter into an installment agreement with the IRS without having to provide any of your financial information or any supporting documents? It's true, and I can show you how to do it. There are four basic different types of installment agreements that the IRS offers: the automatic, streamlined, regular, and partial pay. An automatic installment agreement is available when you owe less than $10,000 in tax and you meet a couple of other criteria. First of all, the taxpayer, you can't have owed any tax or had an installment agreement during the past 5 years. And next, you have to agree to pay the full amount owed within 3 years. A streamlined agreement is similar to an automatic. The same criteria must be met, but the numbers increase to 50,000 or less being owed and paying it back over 72 months, rather than the 10,036 months we saw in the above with the automatic. So you can owe quite a bit more and still qualify for the streamlined agreement. With both the automatic and the streamlined installment agreements, there's no requirement to provide financial information of any kind to the IRS, and to set it up, you can either make a phone call to the IRS or you could do so online through the IRS website. When a taxpayer owes more than $50,000 or is unable to repay the amount back within 72 months, a regular or a partial pay installment agreement is available. Both of these require that you complete an IRS Form 433 Collection Information Statement. The Form 433 is used to report your gross monthly household income, your allowable expenses, and your allowable expenses may be very different from your actual expenses. You also report on the 433 any assets that you own and any liabilities that you owe. Statements from the taxpayer to back up the amounts reported on this form will also need to be provided. So as you can imagine, this is not an easy form to complete. The IRS will review your financial information and will set up an installment agreement based on your monthly available cash as it's shown on the Form 433. If this monthly amount results in the IRS debt being repaid within the time remaining on the 10-year collection statute, then the agreement will be considered a regular installment agreement. If the taxpayer doesn't show the ability to pay the balance due in full over the time remaining on the collection statute, then a partial pay installment agreement is what you'll have. One major difference with the partial pay installment agreement is that the IRS will revisit your ability to pay usually every 2 years, and this is just to see whether you can afford to increase your monthly payment. If you owe the IRS more than $10,000 but less than $50,000, the easiest installment agreement by far is the streamlined. There's no requirement for you to fill out a complicated Form 433 or to submit financials or to be reviewed over and over, and you can set up the agreement online or by calling the IRS. In a pilot program that started in 2017, the IRS expanded the streamlined installment agreement from $50,000 to $100,000, more than doubling it, and extended the payment terms from 72 months to 84 months, or the time remaining on the 10-year collection period, whichever is less. This program was so successful that the IRS extended it through September of 2018, which was last month. The big news this month is that the streamlined installment agreement was made permanent. This makes things much easier for everyone involved. You don't have to turn over your financial information, and the IRS doesn't have to review it. If you're having trouble getting to sleep one night, you could check out all the details of this new streamlined plan in the Internal Revenue Manual, and I've given you the link to find it. My goal is to help you meet your tax filing obligations, to pay the least amount of tax legally possible, and to represent you when you have an IRS or a state collection issue. I have clients not only in Severn and in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, but all over the world, since technology's made our world much smaller. I've given you my contact information on this last slide, and I hope to hear from you if you're a candidate for an IRS streamlined installment agreement, or if you need help in getting compliant with your tax filings. Stay warm on this cold, rainy Maryland afternoon, and I'll see you next time.